Hi there, my name is Emily and I work at the Mississauga Library, and I'm here to tell you about an important early literacy skill for Family Literacy Day on January the 27th. Maybe my favorite early literacy skill from the Every Child Ready to Read skill list, it is reading. Now you're gonna say, Emily, of course you love reading. You're a librarian. And that is true, but I also love to read from an early age. And with these librarian approved and tested tips, you can create a child who loves reading too. So the first and most important thing is that there is no child who is too young for books or to be read to. From very, very basic black and white infant books to more toddler-friendly board books with a couple words or sentences per page, to full-length, beautiful picture books. There is a book for children of every age. And you should be making sure that you're reading every day to your child. You want to make it part of your routine, but don't force reading. Read when you are in a calm and happy place, maybe after bath time, before bedtime. And if reading isn't working out that day, if it's a stressful day, you can always read a page or two, take a break, come back to it tomorrow. We want to be making really positive memories and feelings with reading, especially in the earliest years of your child's life. When a child wants to read the same book over and over and over, while not always thrilling as a parent, it's an important developmental step where they're learning patterns, repetition, and how books and words work. That no matter how many times you read the same book, the pages are always the same, the pictures are always the same, and the words are always the same. If you want to spice up a familiar book, what you can do is point to a word and read that word, or have your child point to a word and sound out the word together. You can also run your fingers under the words as you read along the page and allow your child to hold the book and turn the pages. And this is where the hard cardboard board books come in really handy because they're almost impossible to tear. This is going to show your child that in English, we always read our books front to back, top to bottom, and left to right. So you can do that by running your fingers under the words, allowing your child to turn the pages. You also want to make sure that you're creating a print-rich environment, and that is done by having books available, whether they're your own books or library books, at the child's height so that they can grab them and flip through them on their own. Another important thing that is really easy to overlook is that you want your child to catch you reading. Now, whether it's a magazine, a newspaper, or your own book, modeling good reading behavior is something that your child is gonna watch and pick up on and emulate. You are their role model. They want to do what you do. And teaching them that reading is something that adults do for fun is a very important step in that. I have really vivid memories of going to the library and my mom picking out her library books and me picking out my library books, and we would go home and read them together. Now, right now it might be hard to get books, and that's okay because examples of language and letters and words are all around us. So even though books are an important part of early literacy, they're not the only thing that you can be doing to show your child reading. Use every opportunity you can to read out loud when you see words. Some great ways to share words are by reading street signs and traffic signs while you're on a walk or a drive. Read the words to store signs and billboards. At home, you can print out a simple recipe and follow along with the words together as you cook or bake. This also provides an opportunity to read the words on the recipe and the words on the box, bag, or jar you're using to cook with. For example, I had this tea box in my office. It's got a ton of words on it. Every single side, so many words. You can read those out loud. Read and show your child grocery lists you make, emails you receive, flyers you get in the mail, schedules, cards, calendars, lots of things with print on them that you don't even think about. You can read those out loud to your child, and depending on their age, you can give them old copies to read and explore on their own. During bath time, let them hold empty bottles of shampoo and soap and conditioner. And if you're having a really long bath, you can read every single ingredient on the back of the bottle. Over time, this will show them that the symbols we used to write with represent sounds and ideas. And this is also going to help introduce your child to words that you might not think to say to them in everyday life and really expand their vocabulary. So these are just a few tips for helping your child out with reading. Make sure you check out the other Every Child Ready to Read videos on our YouTube page, as well as all the other amazing videos we have on our YouTube, our Facebook Live story times, and all the fun things we have going on at the Mississauga Library. But for right now, this is Emily saying goodbye and happy reading.